Stop thinking, start doing. It sounds simple, but within these 4 words lies a power that can change your entire life. Every great achievement, every revolutionary idea, every transformation began not with endless thought, but with a single step, a bold action. The mind is a powerful tool, but if left unchecked, it becomes a cage. Overthinking is the silent killer of dreams. It whispers doubt, magnifies fear, and paralyzes progress. You sit with your ambitions, your plans, your goals, and you think about them endlessly. You think about what could go wrong, what others might say, whether you're good enough, prepared enough, strong enough. But thinking without action is like staring at a map and never taking the journey. The destination remains a fantasy. The truth is, your success is not waiting in your thoughts, it's waiting in your actions. Every time you delay action to think it over just a little more, you are trading momentum for comfort. But comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort is where dreams go to die. You have a dream? Good. You've written it down? Better. Now move. Do something. Anything. Action is what separates winners from wishers. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need the perfect plan, the perfect timing, or the perfect conditions. You just need to move, because action creates clarity. When you do, you learn. When you try, you grow. When you fail, you adjust. But when you wait, nothing changes. The most successful people in this world aren't the ones who always had the best ideas. They're the ones who did something about their ideas. While others were lost in thought, they were making mistakes, adjusting, moving, building. That's the difference. Not brains, not talent, not luck. Movement. You can read every book, listen to every podcast, watch every motivational video, and take notes like a scholar. But none of that means anything until you act. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop convincing yourself that next week will be better, that next month you'll be more prepared. Life doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. Time doesn't wait. Every second you spend thinking instead of doing is a second you'll never get back. It's a second stolen from your goals, your passion, your mission. Action is the antidote to fear. When you're scared, don't freeze. Move. Do one small thing that pushes you forward. One email, one phone call, one conversation, one workout, one chapter written. That's how momentum starts. You don't need to sprint. You just need to step. Think about the people you admire. The athletes, the artists, the entrepreneurs, the leaders. They didn't think their way to greatness. They acted their way there. They stepped into the unknown. They faced doubt and fear and discomfort, but they kept going because they understood something most people don't. Action breeds results. Even small actions taken consistently become unstoppable over time. You don't need a miracle. You need movement. Start messy, start scared, start unsure. But just start. You'll figure it out along the way. Stop overanalyzing. Stop playing it safe in your mind. Get out of your head and into your life. Life rewards action. Dreams reward effort. Progress rewards persistence. You don't need another plan. You need discipline. You don't need another opinion. You need courage. You don't need another excuse. You need commitment. Thinking is easy. Doing is hard. That's why most people don't do. They think their way out of greatness. Don't be most people. Be the one who moves. Be the one who starts even when it's not perfect. Be the one who shows up when it's hard. Be the one who keeps going when it gets tough. Because when you move, you become unstoppable. Your brain is a tool, not your master. Use it to guide you, not to imprison you. The world doesn't care about what you intended to do. It rewards what you actually do. Execution is everything. Start building. Start showing up. Start failing forward. Because each failure brings wisdom. Each action builds momentum. Each effort compounds. The gym won't get easier the longer you think about going. The book won't write itself no matter how long you plan the chapters. The business won't launch just because you've spent years dreaming about it. The relationship won't improve because you've imagined having that conversation 100 times. Action is the magic ingredient. Want to change your life? Change your behavior. Want a different outcome? Take a different action. Don't ask for motivation. Create momentum. Motion creates emotion. When you act, you feel alive. You feel purpose. You feel progress. And progress is power. Thinking is important, but not when it becomes an excuse for delay. At some point, you've thought enough. You've planned enough. You've waited long enough. The clock is ticking, and you're not getting those hours back. Stop thinking. Start doing. Get uncomfortable. Push your limits. Show the world what you're capable of. People talk about potential all the time, but potential is useless without execution. You weren't born to just think. You were born to build, to grow, to act, to lead. So lead yourself out of stagnation. Decide today that you're done overthinking. Decide today that from this moment on, you're a doer, not a dreamer. Doers change the world. Dreamers think about it. Doers build the future. Dreamers talk about it. Which one are you? Your life can change in an instant, but only if you move. You're not waiting on a sign. You're not waiting on motivation. You're not waiting on anyone's permission. The only thing standing between you and your next level is action. Not thoughts, not hopes. Action. Even if you fail, you win. Because failure teaches what thinking can't. Failure refines. Action molds you. It builds character, strength, and resilience. Every champion has failed, but not every failure becomes a champion. Only those who keep moving forward. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to act, fail, learn, grow, and repeat. You're going to move with purpose, not wait for permission. The mind loves comfort, but growth lives in discomfort. When you take action, you're stepping into discomfort. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the transformation begins. You can't think your way into a new life. You must act your way into one. You're not a victim of your thoughts. You're the master of your destiny. Choose action. Choose progress. Choose now. It doesn't matter if you don't feel ready. Nobody ever truly feels ready. The people you admire were scared too, but they moved anyway. They didn't wait for the fear to go away. They acted in spite of it. And with every step they took, they became stronger, bolder, more confident. Action builds confidence. Thinking breeds doubt. When you act, you gather evidence that you're capable, worthy, and resilient. You start proving to yourself that you can handle challenges, that you can overcome obstacles, that you can figure things out as you go. And that belief, that unshakable confidence, only comes through action. Want to be confident? Do the thing. Don't just think about it. Don't just wish for it. Do it. Mess it up, learn, and do it better next time. This is how growth works. This is how mastery is built. This is how legacies are forged. Not in thought, but in relentless action. There's a voice in your head that tells you to wait. Silence it with action. There's a fear in your gut that says you might fail. Conquer it with movement. There's a lie in your mind that says you're not ready. Prove it wrong with results. You are not here to hesitate. You are here to make an impact. To create, to push, to build, to lead. You're not just a thinker, you're a doer. You're not just a dreamer, you're a builder. Start now. Start with what you have. Stop telling yourself stories of why you can't. Start writing the story of how you did. Take the risk. Make the leap. Bet on yourself. You don't have to do it all at once. Just take the next step. The smallest step forward is more powerful than the greatest thought that never becomes reality. You can think about fitness, or you can pick up the weights. You can think about your business, or you can launch the first product. You can think about writing a book, or you can write the first page. You can think about change, or you can become the change. Your life is not defined by what you think. It's defined by what you do. Action is the currency of achievement. The more you invest in doing, the greater the return in growth, experience, and success. Stop underestimating the power of small, consistent action. It adds up. It compounds. It snowballs. That one phone call leads to a connection. That one video leads to an audience. That one workout leads to strength. That one sale leads to momentum. But none of it happens if you're stuck in thought. The graveyard is full of ideas, full of plans, full of dreams that never saw the light of day. Don't let yours be one of them. Be the exception. Be the one who acts when others pause. Be the one who moves when others freeze. Be the one who executes when others hesitate. Because execution is everything. Discipline beats intention. Consistency beats talent. Action beats perfection. Every time. When you decide to stop thinking and start doing, you take back control. You become the driver of your destiny. You don't wait for luck. You don't wait for someone to save you. You become your own rescue. You become your own hero. Because action is empowerment. It's freedom. It's life. Thinking is necessary, but only when it leads to doing. Otherwise, it's procrastination dressed up as preparation. You know enough. You have enough. You are enough. Now move. The world needs what you have to offer. Not your thoughts, but your efforts. Not your intentions, but your execution. Get out of your head. Get into the game. Your future self is waiting. Not for another idea, but for a bold move. So go. Take the step. Make the call, write the page, show up, do the work, make the move. Don't think about greatness, create it. Don't think about change, be it. Don't think about success, build it. Because your time is now, your life is happening. And the only thing standing between who you are and who you want to be is action. Stop thinking, start doing, and never look back.